How's it, guys? Dylan here from the SAAOLR racing community. To my left, I've got Adrian from MSA and Len. Len, your title, it goes quite far and wide.
Business Development Manager of rAge and LAN magazine.
Cool. And today we're here at the Vodacom World in Midrand. We have an exciting announcement that essentially between MSA and rAge is that we've got these amazing racing rigs that have been sent through by the FIA to help develop online racing here in South Africa. And you guys, you have a plan. Then, where to from here? Because now we've got 12 rigs, they're set up with Formula F1. What are we doing with it?
So for the next 12 months, thanks to Adrian and Motorsports South Africa, we're going to be utilising these at various events. First and foremost, we're at Vodacom World, so for the next couple of weeks it's going to be living here. It's then after that going to be going through to rAge, Vodacom rAge, and at Vodacom rAge we're going to be doing some cool stuff there. So yeah, some good plans. It's not always going to be Formula 1. You know, we'll cater to the GT guys and all the other racing.
The real simulators.
No, I don't want to say
I'm
real.
kidding.
But yeah, I get it. So yeah, so we're going to try and cater towards many of the various games that are available that is supported by the community, and throw some really good prizes at it. I know Adrian has been working on some really cool prizes with some cool partners. I can say things like Infest tickets. I can say things like hang on, it's not cycling. Tickets to events, racing events, and advanced driving courses. Perhaps flipping a DTM car.
That would be amazing.
Maybe, yeah. All hush, so don't tell anybody. Nothing is signed. But yeah, some cool things on the go. Bottom line is that we just want to put these racing rigs out into the public and have as many bums in those seats as possible to experience simulation racing and how closely that is linked to real racing. I mean, if you're going to be sitting playing a game GT, I'm sure you'd like to sit trackside at Kyle Lobby and smell that racing fuel, or go on a flip around.
Although always do say a bad day at the track is always better than a good day at the office.
Oh, damn right. So that's pretty much my goal, and I think it aligns with Motorsports South Africa. You know, I've been involved in the gaming scene for many years. Put many esports events together. So, and even though esports is a passion for me personally, I'm a racing fanatic. So the fact that this has all come and fallen into place is perfect for us. Perfect timing. So we look forward to a nice long relationship with Motorsports South Africa, Vodacom rAge, and SAAOLR and all the racing guys out there. So.
And Adrian, from your side, the FIA, they obviously work together, and you are basically looking after real life racing here in South Africa. What is it that you want to get out of this?
So our plan, I think, is twofold, and it's aligned with what the FIA wants to do. And it's basically to get the youth more engaged with traditional motorsport, and also to ultimately create online racing championship. So we would like to be able to see at the end of the year, when we have our national championship prize giving, that there will also be an online racing champion also at the same time.
Is there some sort of plan that we can actually be sending South African racers to international events?
I think there's definitely that possibility at the moment. The FIA for the first time this year is actually having what they're calling the Motorsport Games, which is like the Motorsport Olympics. Unfortunately, it was a bit short notice for us to do anything for this year, but one of the aspects of that is online racing. And so I think certainly for next year, it's something that we would like to work towards with the qualification system of getting drivers up to that level and sending the best of the best to represent South Africa at Motorsport Games.
100%. So then, we here at Vodacom World, what do people need to come and do so that they can start experiencing this, and what is that they're doing going to be leading up to?
So for now, between now and rAge, we're giving away tickets to rAge, to the LAN, 50 of those LAN tickets. They're like over 700 Rand value each. Come put your bum in the seat, put up a good time for the day, and you've got your ticket. Today, being a little bit special, we're giving away a lot more than just one ticket. We're giving away a bunch of them. Plus, thanks to companies like Megarom, have supplied us with a very nice gaming hamper. So we're giving that away. And there's. I'm trying to tell you. I want to tell you, but there's other things on the go that put it this way. There's some cool prizes coming. Today we are giving away some epic prizes. I mean, I did a rough calculation. We're giving away like 6,000-7,000 rand today, just an impromptu, short notice, quick little something. This is, as I said at the start of the interview, this is a long-term activation for us. Activation is not the right word to use, but it's essentially a long-term alignment with Motorsport South Africa and everything that falls in line with that, whether that be specific race tracks like Kyalami or Swartkops or racing fraternities and leagues. We want to pull as many organizations together so that everybody benefits. So it's not just an exclusive thing. I want it to be an inclusive thing. Obviously, the way I can roughly see it working is these seats living most of their lives here at Vodacom World, and then at specific events, like an event at Kyalami, or we'll move the race there.
Want to take the racing to where the
racing to the racing, and vice versa. People who haven't experienced esports, they're going to see it at that race day event. And, we've got the setup at Vodacom World or Vodacom rAge. So it's really cool that Vodacom are getting so entrenched in gaming in this country, and especially hearing Adrian talk about the possibilities for next year and what the thie have got on the go. That's awesome. So I'd love to see something where for the next 11-12 months that there's ongoing qualifiers, either at one venue or multiple venues. Obviously, we want to do as many venues as possible. So we'll move the rigs around as we can, and then have a LAN final. So, depending on the time frame, if it can be a Vodacom rAge next year, that would be amazing. But again, that depends on the time. We do have other big events, so we can slot in line with the timelines as prescribed by the thie. So there's lots of obviously there's meetings, discussions that Adrian and I will still have to have and formalise that. But we'll put it out there. We'll do the PR and make sure you guys will know what the exact plans are. So quite loose at the moment, but I think we're heading in the right direction.
And then Adrian, you've been on the rig. I've been on the rig, and I am handicapped at the moment. So
you haven't been at my time. I just put it out there.
No. But let's put some project cards in and we'll see how you go.
You got the excuses out of the way.
Yes, now that the excuses are out of the way, we can carry on. Just coming from the real world racing into the simulator, what is that sense that you're getting? Do you feel that you're actually going to be getting as close of an experience as possible?
I think definitely it's the first time I've actually played the F1 game. The only time I played it before was the GT game, and the sensitivity on the steering is just amazing. It's mind-boggling. So yeah, I definitely think it's, as you know, a lot of the Formula 1 drivers actually use simulators to learn tracks. Yeah. They use it to keep sharp between events. So online racing is definitely a tool for traditional motorsport as well.
So then the question I'll obviously pose it to both of you is that for the communities around South Africa, obviously they all racing different things. What is it that we need to be telling them so that we can grow this online racing? Because we collectively can see something a lot bigger. What is it that we tell them, guys, you need to go and do this because?
I think from our point of view, from MSA point of view, is obviously we'd like it to be a lead into traditional motorsport as well, specifically karting. That's where all of the Formula 1 drivers started. And
that's where I currently am now, so I'm still working my way up there.
And I think it's a fairly easy move from online racing to, like for instance, they have rental cars at Swartkops. Yep. People could go and do the rental cars at Swartkops, and then there's also racing team that actually locates at Swartkops.
There's actually a 9-hour F1 series endurance race that's happening today, which I should be in.
So I think you can see the benefits, the direct benefits, and that's what we'd like to do. We'd like to use this as a launching pad into
So for you, it's
content.
literally take the online experience and put it into actual real life, and then for you then?
So, because I've been involved in gaming for so many years, I was that guy that would go and see corporations and say gaming is a thing. So I was from the other side, like, please support gaming. We're not just some nerdy closet kid sitting in the background. It's still a sport, and it was always frowned upon for many, many years. But fortunately, there's two really, really good games out there that speak the sport language, and racing is one of them, and soccer is the other. So our goal is to push both soccer and racing to the corporates out there, the more corporates that support something like this. I've always maintained that there's a very close link between gaming, coding, robotics, and then obviously it ties into education. So a lot of guys who have heard the term gamification learn through playing, whether that be a real sport or whether that be understanding how your computer or your PlayStation works. So at Vodacom rAge this year, we're doing a big focus on coding and robotics and artificial intelligence, next generation jobs, and gaming fits perfectly. It's an exact alignment. So if we can get a company like Vodacom, for example, to back gaming, and the tie is quite close between the real world and because of the racing, it's an easier fit. Bolt on all the other things like coding and robotics. You just have to walk up and down Vodacom World and you see the robotics and coding. So I'm from that perspective, and I think that will naturally drive Adrian's objective, in terms of getting people into the party. I have, personally, I've been a gamer for most of my life. I mean, my son grew up wrapped up in a diaper, and we, as long as my ASWD keys are free, I can play my game. And my wife walks in, and I'm playing Doom or whatever. It's like my kid is like a week old.
But he's asleep, so it's fine.
Well, he was kind of getting a fright every now and then. But is it the right thing to do? No, but that's what I do. So I have been involved in gaming for so long. I cannot wait, since you guys have now spoken about the karting and swap groups. I cannot wait to go to swap groups and give it a go.
Yep.
I've never done it.
Challenge accepted.
100%. And the closest I've come is indoor karting at some track, and I had a lot of fun. But this can be like a proper racing thing. I'd love that. And who wouldn't?
I promise you I'll hook you up.
That'd be awesome. So I think there's a good synergy. The real basics of it. Me from the nerdy side, Adrian from the awesome petrol-led side. There's a lot of dots that are connected, and the fact that, as I said, Vodacom, I'm getting so I'm not just name dropping. It's just really cool that the company is backing this. It's going to benefit not just kids playing games or people getting interested in attending a swap groups event or a race day event or whatever. It actually speaks.
It becomes
education.
a gateway to something bigger.
Correct. Opening businesses. So education for me is a massive passion. So
thank you very much, guys. So if you do want to get involved, come here to Vodacom here in Midrand. Come put your time in, and we'll see you at rAge. Take it easy, girls.
Vodacom rAge.
Vodacom rAge. Take it easy, girls. Thank you, guys.
Right.